Hello everyone. Good morning. I am Hannah Joy M. Tuyugan. Today I will be tackling about the gift of Magi. First, we have the introduction. So, the gift of Magi is a short story by O. Henry, published in New York City in 1905, where together their collective the 4 million in 1906. The story concerns about James and Delia Dillingham Young. This is a young couple who, despite their poverty, individually resolved to give each other an elegant drawing on Christmas Eve. So, Delia sells her beautiful long hair in order to buy a platinum fob chain for James' antique gold watch. So, meanwhile, James pawned his treasured watch to purchase jewel tortoise shell in order to buy Delia's precious gift. And that could be all. Thank you.
The summary of the story. The Gift of the Magi is a short story written by O. Henry. It tells the story of a young couple, James and Della, who are very much in love but very poor. It is Christmas Eve and Della only has $1 and 87 cents to buy James a gift. So she decides to sell her most prized possession, her beautiful long hair, to a wig maker in order to buy James a chain for his prized pocket watch. James, meanwhile, has sold his watch to buy a comb for Della's hair. When they exchange their gifts, they realize that they are sacrificed the most valued possession for a gifts that are now useless to them.
Despite this, they both understand the depth of their love for each other, and how their gift, although seemingly foolish, were ultimately the greatest expression of that love. The story is often seen as a poignant reminder of the true spirit of Christmas and the importance of selfless giving. It also highlights the sacrifices that people are willing to make for those they love, even if it means giving up something that is very important to them.
Good day, everyone. Good day, sir. So my topic is all about the setting of the gift of Magi. So the gift of Magi take place in the unnamed city, so presumably in the New York City. On the Christmas Eve, during the early of 90s, most of the action occurs of the Jim and Dilla's small, shabby apartment. In the story of Henry alludes to the Magi or the wise men who in the Bible brought the gift to the baby Jesus. So the biblical story of the Magi is encoded in the setting of the Henrys of the gift of the Magi. It is a Christmas time and the apartment.
Good day, sir. I am Stephanie Barangan, and my topic is all about the characters of The Gift of Magi by O. Henry. So, the first characters is Della Dillingham Young. So, Della is James Young's wife. She takes great pride in her beautiful long hair. So, the second character is James or James Dillingham Young. James is the 22-year-old husband of Della. His one prized possession is his gold pocket watch that belonged to his grandfather and father. So the third character is Miss Soprani. So Miss Soprani is the owner and the proprietor of a hair goods shop. She pays Della $20 of her hair.
That is a lot. I'm gonna be away from it.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. So my topic is all about analysis approach of the gift of Magi. Feminist literary criticism approach. feminist approach used by critics who try to correct predominantly male-dominated critical perspective with a feminist consciousness. This type of literary criticism approach aims to establish equality between the males and females, or sometimes female superior to male. Subject of criticism is Mrs. Della Dillingham, wife of Mr. James or Jim Dillingham Young.
Good morning, everyone. The gift of Magi issues cited. Woman granted with no jobs. The first issues can be extracted from the implication given in the fifth paragraph of the story where Della waits to Jim to come home and hugs him. Inferred also from the said paragraph is the Jim's major salary of $20 is what the couple only depends on, and the second, woman compelled to impress the man. The second issue is implied since the conflict revolves around it, the intense desire of Della to make Jim happy by purchasing something fine, rare, and sterling, something just a little bit near to being worthy of honor of being owned by Jim. In the sense of physical beauty, the part where Della is worried that Jim wouldn't like her new short-haired looks also reflects the issues.
So how do male and female characters relate to one another? The female in the story is very dependent to the male character. The manifestation can be found on the paragraph where Della is very determined to find a solution to her problem just to please Jim. Tomorrow would be Christmas Day and she had only $1.87 with which to buy a Jim present. She had been saving every penny she could for months with those results. This relationship became a source of conflict because Della's actions are limited to Jim's happiness. This supports the notion that men have a hold on women's action and emotion. Women, as portrayed in the story, became much attached to the men they love, to the point sacrifices are made.
That is a lot to be away from.
Thus, the literary works affirm traditional views of women. It affirms the traditional view that women are for domestic chores only. Since the earliest eras, women are treated as weaklings and believe that they cannot perform the tasks men do. Very different from today where women are given the chance to prove their worth in various career areas and compete with men. These are even times that career women surpass the men in their respective field.
In terms of affirming traditional views of women, the story does not present Delia as a selfless and sacrificial character who is willing to part with her most prized possession in order to buy a gift for her husband. However, it is important to note that the story does not necessarily affirm traditional views of women as being subservient or passive. Delia's decision to sell her hair is presented as an act of agency and empowerment, rather than a submission to societal expectations. Additionally, the story emphasizes the mutual love and respect that exists between Jim and Delia, as they both make sacrifices for each other in order to demonstrate their love. Overall, while the gift of the Magi may contain some elements that could be interpreted as affirming traditional views of women, the story is ultimately more focused on the universal themes of love, sacrifice, and the true meaning of gift giving. Thank you.
Conclusion of the gift of Magi. O. Henry is known for his twist endings, and the ending of The Gift of the Magi is probably the most famous of them all. At the end of the story, Dila cuts and sells her hair to buy Jim a chain for his watch, and Jim sells his watch to buy Dila combs for her hair. We have a classic case of irony.
So the story teaches us the valuable lesson of loving and caring for others. In the story, both Jim and Della sold their most loved possessions in order to buy something beautiful for each other. The story is a great way to teach kids to be loving and kind to their families.